today was wild, and it all ended in a way that we all needed, which was Team USA's victory. I'm rocking this sweet red, white, and blue jersey from the 2018 All-Star Game. A good day, USA wins.
It's always a good day when USA wins. The favorite. We both went in thinking they're going to win the whole tournament. But, Ben, I got to be honest here. Were you a little nervous in that first inning? Because Great Britain scored first.
Great Britain scored first.
Yes.
Trace Thompson, home run. Look, no is my answer. At no point was I like, are we going to lose this game? At no point.
Okay.
But, 1-0 start. If it carries on from there, then you start getting a little worried. But what I love to see before we dive too hard into this game is the crowd there.
Yeah.
The crowd everywhere. Just for context here. The WBC, I've watched ones in the past.
Mm-hmm.
This one, as I've said, feels totally different. This feels like the first time it's become huge. Yeah. The crowds prior in pool games, and most all pool games, there was not many people in attendance. And to see the contrast to now just speaks volumes to where we're at. The crowd at every single location is incredible. And just for context, before tonight, outside of 2 other USA and Mexico matchups, the highest attendance for a WBC game at Chase Field was 22,400. It was a USA versus Italy in 2013. Tonight's crowd, the first game in pool play against Great Britain, who nobody's like chomping at the bit to go see, 39,650, more than 75% larger than the other biggest one, which is really, really cool to see.
It is. I mean, we've seen it from every stadium in this tournament. There has been a moment where it's felt just, you could feel the energy through the TV. It was sold out. It was electric. Fans are on their feet. You have instruments going on. Like it is a playoff atmosphere all around the world right now in all 4 pools.
It really is.
Yeah.
It's a playoff atmosphere. And it was in Arizona. It was in Miami today. Look, we got to talk about this Team USA game.
Yeah.
I was pumped for this. I feel like the WBC has aged me 40 years, and maybe it's because I've gotten 4 hours of sleep in 4 days, but it hadn't even half begun yet. Finally, Team USA gets underway. I was super excited. We did our pregame show leading up to it, and then the game finally got underway. And as you mentioned, Alex, very early on, shot right to the face. Trace Thompson, home run, first inning, 1-0 ball game, and then questions start coming in. Like, could this happen? Is Adam Wainwright really, like, he's up there? He's not throwing hard at all.
No.
He didn't look
missing the zone.
Great. Ended up settling in, but that first home run, they get to the dugout. Their celebration, by the way,
epic.
Got to give credit where credit is due. Their home run celebration when they get to the dugout is a crown, a cape, and a scepter. Right? That's what it's called?
I mean, they are the royal country, I guess. They still got a queen, now a king.
Butts royally beaten in the end, so fine. So the home run celebration is great, and it didn't take long for Team USA to turn things around. Nolan Arenado, my player of the game.
Okay, yep.
Big RBI double early. Kyle Tucker follows that up with a single, 2-1. But then Kyle Schwarber.
Schwarbomb.
The Schwarbomb broke it open. And this is where things really, you felt at ease, and the game just kind of really coasted from there.
Yeah.
Kyle Schwarber's big 3-run homer, and I mean big. It was an absolute tank over the hot tub in right field. Some other things happened. Arenado tacked on another RBI double.
Yeah.
And Kyle Freeland really settled in on the mound. But as we just talked about, after that Schwarber home run, it just kind of felt like the game was in cruise control. Not a ton going on. It just, we got a big enough lead and just cruised from there.
I think we also have to remember, for a lot of these Major League Baseball players, majority of Team USA, they're in spring training still.
Yeah.
Okay. They're still in that warm up. They don't totally have their timing down. They're not ramped up to mid-season, beginning of season speed yet. As we saw with Mike Trout, not his best work, went 0 for 4 tonight with a walk and a couple strikeouts. But game 1, okay?
Yeah.
Is it
Are you worried about Mike Trout?
I'm not.
Because I'm not worried about.
I'm not worried about Mike Trout.
Mike Trout,
not at all.
Just fine.
Captain America.
You're right. These are still
spring training games.
Beginning of spring training bats.
Yes.
Like, you know, there's a couple, which is why I felt like Nolan Arenado that's why I picked him, because I saw him in that last tune-up game and his grand slam, he was hitting the ball hard. So some guys are going to be ahead of others at this point in spring training. But you better believe by the time pool play ends, and we might not see this typical Team USA line, this incredible lineup, be the hottest that they will be throughout this entire pool. Do I think they'll advance?
Yes.
I do. Do I think we'll see dominant Team USA in this pool? Maybe not. It might take until we're facing the Japans and the Dominicans and the Venezuelas, who also looked great today, which we'll talk about that later as well. But the videos that we had coming out from our Fox Sports account was incredible.
MLB on Fox has got some great humor going on here.
Schwarber's home run, the caption on it was like, "It's as beautiful as a bald eagle soaring through the sky."
Is it not?
It was. It was.
Is it not?
So Bats still a little slow.
Yep.
And I need to mention this before we stop talking about this game, is that as good as Great Britain's home run celebration was, their uniforms are equally, if not more, worse. Alex, it's brutal.
It reminds me of Dodgeball, the Average Joe's, where it's just like, here, let's slap on a name on the front and go play some good ball, kids.
These jerseys to me scream, hey guys, we are super duper proud of you. We really are. But these are only for 4 games. Yeah. These jerseys will only be worn 4 times. And just bear with us, please. Yeah. That's what it was crazy. They're so bad. They're just all gray with just in like block
letters that literally look like they were ironed on to the shirt. And they're not even like straight or like in it. They're not, I don't know. It's small. It's weird. It's not soccer. So they're not putting in an effort. Let's be honest here.
Just all in all, not good uniforms. Yeah. Good, not great performance from Team USA, but exactly what you needed to get done. They got the victory. They're fine. Bats did what they needed to do. Adam Wainwright, to his credit, settled down after the first homer. Kyle Freeland of the Rockies came in and was really good. He threw great, ate up some innings at the end of the game. Bednar finished it off from the Pirates. So didn't use our big arms in the back end of the bullpen, which is also valuable in pool play. Yep. So my performance grade here, not that we're doing it, is good, not great.
Yeah. And you know what? This is the game you needed before they face Mexico tomorrow. This was a really good kind of, okay, you guys are here. This is the most competitive game that they've played since the end of last season.
The broadcast even said a good tune-up for Mexico.
It is. So you got to think about it. The last extremely competitive game all these guys have played in was the end of last season. Yeah, they may have gotten a couple spring training games in, but that's not anywhere near the level of what a game like this in the World Baseball Classic and competing for your country is like in front of a sold-out crowd. Like, it's a lot. And they're doing great.